Hello nice people, in this video we're going to go into why this might not have been recarved. Metrology shows that. Metrology also shows this is the same builders as the Great Pyramid Complex and as the First Dynasty Egyptians. Metrology is also showing us this ain't the same people. The English units, the imperial units don't really fit into this so well. Maybe they do elsewhere in the Zoser complex, but not directly into this. I've only looked at this so far. We're going to see what's going on. Why is the Third Dynasty less Egyptian than the megalith builder Egyptians? But the megalith builders, they're not just Egyptians, they're worldwide. These guys, maybe they're just in Egypt, maybe not. What's going on? You know, I wish I could stop making these videos. I just seem to be addicted to them. I don't know what's going on. And I never set out to make, really high quality presentations of known things. If you want that, go to another channel. This channel, it's for new things, absolutely new things. I'm very passionate about the new things. If this is 4 rods high, which it is it really built by, has it really been recarved? And is it really that old? Is it really that eroded? Let's get into it. So, believe it or not, that is actually a representation of the Sphinx. I'm not quite sure why it looks like that, but, we'll just go with that. But anyway, the Sphinx enclosure itself, 11.5 rods. The imperial units are working very well, a rod being 16 foot 6 inches. And across it is 1 1/5 rods. They seem to like the fifths of the rod for some reason in the Sphinx enclosure. And it actually is 66 foot high, and we see the number 66 a lot at Stonehenge as well. It is 4 rods high, very nice, and 14.5 rods across. In width, it is 3 3/4 rods, which is fascinating. We now go to the previous dynasty, and they weren't using rods at all. No, Zoser's pyramid, 205 foot high, it's 12.42, and then which is maybe 3.1 chains. No, that's not specific enough. It could be. But then look at the width. It's 358 foot wide, which is 21.7 rods. Not very fractional at all. I'm not convinced it's being measured properly, or that these are the same builders. Now, clearly they're not the same builders, and that would explain why they're not using the rods. My intuition is saying these are not rod builders. So the rods don't work. Different people. Are these the people of Abraham, of Israel, from northern Babylon? And did they not use the rods? Fascinating. And what is the rod anyway? What is this thing called the rod? Well, it's actually named after Rudra. Let's just get Rick Astley out of the way. So it's named after Rudra, and what happens is this. In the article on Rudra, it says that Rudra is Ru or rude in English, which is fierce, and that must be the Indo-European root. And it says this is the fierce one, the storm god, the blah, blah, blah. This is all wrong. Wrong. The Aryan conquerors of India were likely to have been the Slavs who gave their names to the Indian gods. And so I've noticed in an earlier video, you can read all the English gods in Polish. So Rudra, ancestors, that's what it is. It's an ancestral totem pole of a certain height, which was, say, 16 foot 6 inches high. In other words, there's a lot of sixes in that number, aren't there? 616. 616, there you go, 616 from the Bible. 16, sort of. Okay, so the other gods, Vishnu, Vyesh, the wise one, Shanti, the black one, Shiva, life, Brahma, weapon, protector, gate, Rama, the armed one, Devi, the giver, Kali, whole, etc. That's what it is. That's what the Indian gods mean. But if you look up the Indian gods in the Indian language, none of this is apparent, and they don't make any sense whatsoever. And you cannot use the language of the conquered people to explain the gods. Only the conquerors. Look, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. You look up the article on Rudra. This is just the way it is. Okay, people. I just wanted to crank out that video. Hope you're doing absolutely amazing. And cheerio. That was fun to make. Yeah.